Chess.com is here with Women's International Master Annie Wang, who is sitting on 8 points as we speak. By the time this comes out, you could be the U.S. Women's Champion. We don't know. Nazi Pakidze is having her hands full with Tatev Abrahamian. Let's go back to your game today against Anna Zatonsky. You have been doing well with time management all event. She has not been. You got ahead an hour on the clock, so nothing new there. Were you thinking to play a complicated game today, pretty much knowing you're going to be way ahead on time?
Yeah, I was trying to find something tactical where I could find tactics, but I think she played well when I was attacking her, and then also I missed F5 early on.
Yeah, F5 instead of Rook D1 was shown to you by Maurice Ashley after the event, but it was pretty complicated. You had to sack your knight on F7 and then find a quiet move. Now that you've seen the complexity of the tactic, are you disappointed you didn't see it, or are you a little bit relieved that it was so complicated?
I mean, I think if I looked for it, really looked for it, I might have been able to see it, but I think the problem was that I wasn't really looking at the line F5 then, so I didn't calculate any of it. So I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't think about it at all.
But there was a U.S. Women's Championship a couple of years ago that finished, I believe, with mate in 9. I believe Sabina won with a mate in 9. So you would have been able to win the U.S. Women's with panache. So that would have been kind of nice, right?
Yeah, that would have been nice.
So are you going to stick around and watch Nazi's game? Because if she loses, you immediately become the U.S. Women's Champion.
I mean, but me standing there isn't going to affect her results. So I don't think it really helps. I think I'll just go home and do my normal stuff.
I know, but if you go home and do your normal stuff, which I assume to mean homework, are you going to have it on in the background at least?
Probably not. It just makes me worried then.
Okay, so whose job will it be to tell you if you become the champ?
My dad. Or maybe when I check the pairings later on.
Okay, so you might be the last person in the world to know that you've won a championship. Of course, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. As I said, by the time this comes out, we don't know what the results will be. Now, you came downstairs and you talked to me. You're already thinking about tomorrow and the result. That shows me that you're maybe a little bit more nervous than normal. Is that in any way the truth?
I mean, it's the last round, and I actually want to do well the last round too, because I've been to keep up my score and the rating points too. So I mean, I guess I'm thinking about it a bit more than usual. Before, it's oh, I have another 3 rounds after this, doesn't matter really. But now it's the last round, so it actually really counts.
Much was made after your round 7 game that your final 4 rounds were going to be against the last 4 U.S. Women's Champions. Have you been under any duress in any of the 3 of the 4 games that you've played so far?
I think my game against Irina, I was definitely worse, but then she messed up, so that, I was really happy for that. But she definitely outplayed me. But then my games against Nazi and this game against Anna, I think it was just it just ended up being fine for me. I wasn't really under attack. It just ended up being a draw.
But are you surprised that you haven't been under more stress in these games and how well you're playing and against the most elite players in the country?
I mean, I don't think I played that well against Irina, to be honest. And then my games against Nazi, I think I could have pushed more, but then I didn't really, and I just took a draw. And then this game, I kind of messed up too. I missed the tactic, and I missed that she could defend with Queen C5 and Bishop F8 if I go Rook D8 later on. So yeah, there's that.
And a couple of rounds ago, I asked you if you won the U.S. Women's, you get the automatic invite to the Olympiad, but you weren't sure if you could attend. Have you looked at your schedule in any way to see if September's open?
I mean, it's at the end of September, which is a lot nicer because our school starts in August 15th or something. So to go 2 weeks into school would be kind of bad. But since it's at the end of September, I think I'll probably go if I win or if I make it by rating. But yeah, I'll try.
And final question, we've been a little bit presumptuous here just in case this comes out as you the champion. But if Nazi does not lose today, if she draws or wins, then of course your game tomorrow will count. And maybe you don't want to answer this, but will you pick up the phone and ask your coach, Malik Kashian, for a little bit of help just this one time?
I mean, I usually run my openings by him. I'm is there anything wrong with this? So definitely, probably.
So he's your blunder check.
Yeah. And he also suggests some good lines for me sometimes, so that's nice too.
Well, I know he's very proud of you, and I'm sure I'll get a chance to interview him again should you go on to win. So good luck to you, and Malik, if you're listening, try not to get too nervous for Annie's game tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.